Show anything. Now it's time to show up and show out for MIBR.
They don't know I'm just trying to play a video game, or like watch someone play a video game.
A better map for them to potentially start on. Their icebox has been unbelievable. 5-0 in VCT Americas.
Kiko going to be challenged early, and Cortezia actually.
That's so funny. I mean, his visa is always funny though. Like he's always stuck somewhere.
Delivering Patatek through the walls, able to find it too. That leaves Verno and Shannon with it all to do.
Verno getting up top right now with a shift. They're going to always want to press forward. They need to get a kill before they can even try to plant. But Verno's just going to get caught on the side.
Nats is just a little too clever for that. Patatek.
The duelist.
But it's like very provable that I'm here for
2 years since has been
Toronto.
In challengers, has been one of the underrated best duelists there, in my opinion. And it's so cool to see him get this opportunity again. He has been grinding for something
I mean, he's a chill guy. Chill fella.
Under such a reliable champion IGL. It'll be Penny and Nats over here on the B site early. Nats has a feel for this timing, so going to cut off access to that far side of yellow, but Aspas has already dubbed Nats out. It's an IGL down. And behind this controller, Util, they're going to go for a plant, but Penny tries to...
I feel like they could eco here.
He's overrun.
That might defend.
Kiko at least through this gap found a second through the wall as well.
I really thought they were going to
eco.
eco.
Real staging ground for a retake. Aspas will be allowed to plant.
A couple guns actually recovered for MIBR, giving them additional opportunity. Guardian for Aspas.
They're lining up. Oh, it doesn't matter. Patatek a little sharper in that instance. And Genom, one of the quietest rookies on this MIBR squad in their debut here in Toronto, has to solve this problem.
Yeah, no way.
Camo's in hand as soon as possible.
I'm so tired that every single thing I say, I forget after 2 seconds.
By the snake bite, so Team Liquid have to respect it. Aspas has already started to inch forward in the jail direction.
That's your very standard util early. There we go from Cortezia. Patatek punished for the jump up, and now Jern going to get additional info towards the site. Would love to force Camo off this angle with the Outlaw.
Camo giving another option just to fall off those up lines. Outlaw in hand in this round though. Snake
I mean, people have 6-man rosters
Camo down
before.
already. It's the Outlaw. Now the game, Code thrown up by Kiko, hoping to make some use of it, but Aspas is ready to
But yeah, it's a little
this
odd this way it happened.
Team Liquid have been denied, and all their good guns have been knocked out of their hands.
The critical reason of why MIBR have had so much success on this Icebox map is how well they play around the harbor.
Aspas blindsided by that emergence from the Cove.
Chamber still Cincy? Sorry, I didn't even look at the comps. I was like, yeah, surely they have KJ, but they don't. I don't know if I like that.
For MIBR.
I'm not sure if they can change players mid-series. I feel like they used to be able to, and like have people to certain maps. So this might be a map preference.
Artin is able to get the orb safely. Drone going deep. Penny wants to reach inside. Doubled up with Patatek. Here comes that ultimate.
Aspas goes up to 410 as well, looking for a bit of an angle around, but Penny dealt with Cortezia pretty comfortably. Through the wall, wrap around the corner, it's going to be Verno, Artazine, and Aspas have a crossfire. And that was
so everything just froze. They could, yeah. Because who was it that had like a 6-man roster? What team was it?
Clinical deconstruction of Liquid's defense here. Camo's on the outside looking in, and he'll be pursued by young Verno.
Yeah, range. I always range, bro. I'm not really supposed to eat range, but my stomach already hurts, and I'm like over it.
Respects Penny so much.
Let me enjoy my life.
Duelist on his primary role over Camo right now.
Frees up Camo to play the more aggressive, sort of util-focused agents.
Hitting the 4-stack?
Just like in theory.
Doesn't matter, Aspas.
But MIBR, look at how they dissect, break up this A side. Yes, it's against Sturms and Pistols, but we saw that in the gun round as well. Keiko lit up there.
Well, MIBR look better already.
Too easy. This one should pass to that event. Nat's hoping for something on the backside here. Cortezia. Aspas has an encounter with Penny earlier there. The latter sort of respects it, ducks out of the range of those knives, and Shannon has already managed to get so far forward. And bear in mind, not a Killjoy setup for Liquid, so they can't just stick a turret here and watch for this push-up kitchen. This could be a problem for the defenders.
Shannon has got into a great position.
They're not aware of him, man.
MIBR are going to peel away from that A side, given that he's all the way up here, but Nats, oh, he can't.
Nats is aware.
Will he expect Cortezia, though, who has also worked up tube? Double work going through, timing just a bit off.
Spotted out. This hasn't really dissuaded MIBR from drifting over in the B direction to play behind his Viper wall.
Team Liquid, however, they
so it's because the whole Team Liquid thing is because someone...
Safe to move forward. High tide, rather, is going
tweeted
to
a
cut
very
things
questionable
off.
GIF, and then
Fury
Honda
disrupted.
didn't wanna.
Counter and two,
It was
definitely
Honda, right?
drawing. Without the Viper, of course, MIBR can still make use
pulled
of the
out.
harbor wall to get in here. Kiko is down. Nats fighting in the side. Glancing blow from that Blade Storm. Still wants to challenge Aspas and rips him a new one. I just need a little on the lower side as Penny's been able to pluck Verno out of formation. So MIBR down to the youngsters. They've caught Tezia in a 1 versus 4. Panatek spotted playing out in the open. Penny has the space in the sweep.
Now lockdown plus a reckoning to try and keep this momentum.
We're hitting it again.
The Team Liquid economy for a 1 tag.
And attack in
Yep.
danger. Verno converts it. That had to be a rendezvous there from Camo up to Rafter.
I mean, if you use this skin, you just automatically lost. It's so not good. Penny's playing stuff with Cyril this map.
This site should
I don't
be
know
taken
if
for
they're
free. This
gonna
site should be
play
going
with
down
him
for
all
free,
the
and then
maps,
they have the lockdown
but-
after the fact. Counter reckoning. Team Liquid, they want to go in fast at the moment, but they're denied by that Molly temporarily.
They respect it. Now going to make the win through Rafters. MIBR have the hot foot. They're going to keep moving. And Aspas just can't connect a shot as Artazine on 410 now. Nats will show himself in theory. Just in time, Artazine can connect. Verno and Shedham now have to lock it down. Camo low in the back corner. And it's on Verno. Newest addition to MIBR. Keiko got it to half. One bullet in the chamber. It's not enough.
NT.
Keiko able to finish him off.
Cascades coming out from their harbor.
You cannot take that away from him.
Cover up the angles. That'll allow them to get out without having to flash through. MIBR, 5 stack today again. They just love hitting this site, and why not? They are very good at it, and they've got the lockdown to free things up.
Damn.
What a shot.
That's a nice shot.
Able to drop off, get man advantage to play for retake again.
And MIBR, well, they've got
The
the
goat is
lockdown,
down.
and that's fine. Once more, TL respect it. Looking to retake now with a player advantage. Flashes or no, they're going to be favored.
Pretty unique
They're flanked
flash
too.
spot from Artzin. Doesn't actually have to use the code for any level of safety. Cascade to assist Shenham, who's playing so far forward.
Covered off the push into screens. Here comes a Viper's Pit from the back of the site. In theory to give TL the way in. Artazine, he has got Camo dead to rights.
I mean, because MIBR just won all the gunfights.
Kiko now needs to find a timing to get out of this pit, but it has been rough. You can see TL don't necessarily have the tools to get into that A side. It was uncomfortable.
So Square, the issue is I'm gonna cut off the other guy, and then
They've been knocked down to just a hero rifle for Kiko.
I'm gonna do this. I can just make myself smaller.
Cascade up to give MIBR a little bit of a base of operations on the B side, but they're not convinced.
Team Liquid have got 4 players here, plus Kiko, deep down mid. So MIBR, they are pretty straightforward when it comes to this attack map, so why not stack Recon instantly broken? Obviously, Team Liquid, not the greatest weapons, actually spam through.
I mean, you see, this guy's got good mechanics.
Exactly what MIBR wanted. Trap them in with a high tide. Reckoning for Kiko. No plant yet, 48 seconds in the round, though. Penny's going to drop down and get the better of Verno. Kiko, swing, it's good. Shenham dealt with.
Damn.
Cortezia can't hold. Pretty nice too.
Commitment from TL to fully stack investment into the operator for Penny, one of the OG great offers of the NA Valorant scene.
Verno plays off of that dart yet again. Another Hunter's Fury deals with the Harbor. That's some stall util now. Taken off the table for Liquid.
If MIBR have one rookie that has had no fear, even against Genji, it has been Verno. He is stepping up at the moment. These Hunter's Furies have been absolutely lethal, and it's allowing MIBR to slow the game down with that early man advantage, keeping Shenham posted up towards A, inserted, while the rest of the team can pivot towards B. Team Liquid, they have an idea that this is likely happening right now after the noise cut. You can see multiple players at the top of the minimap on their way. They want to get to B early.
The alarm bot placement suggests they might not be staying here. Yeah. Send a Cascade, pull out, make use of the inserted Shenham over at the A side of the map. Working the map a lot, but we're running low on time.
The real hope here for TL is that Penny will be able to catch a player perhaps on the cross.
How's he going to get in though with this high tide?
30 seconds left.
Yeah, there's just no way. I mean, does he try to go in front of it?
He's
going
in.
to get stunned up by the Reckoning.
How's he supposed to hold an offline in the Reckoning? It's not possible.
Just has to play safe. Spike is going to go down.
Oh no! Off screens. Aspas had an opportunity. Camo chunked low, but no finish. Back into the pit he goes. MIBR taking a more defensive stance now inside this Viper ult. Panatek has found Verno right at the back at Belts. Camo's going in. He's low enough as it is. It's all the same to him if he decays somewhat to try and take this fight. Naniswarm on the spike location itself. Camo down, but he was low. Artazine being pressured now. Another one from Panatek from long range. And there's Nats. He's in the thick of it. Decay down, and now the pin is gone. Genum's able to find Panatek, but that's not nearly enough.
It's super typical. You'll have the op here do something like watch B main.
Damn, Teal's
there's
are winning
an
this.
stack. So they want to just get proactive behind it, post up with multiple players who, yeah, they do. They've got Camo watching belt, but Aspas, top tube. Nats could be under a lot of pressure.
Got Dizzy as well. Might swing at the same time. Nats is overwhelmed. There's not much you can do. It's a verified high-low setup thrown out there by MIBR. And Kiko lingers too long in mid. Genum's starting to gobble him up now.
That's a beautiful bait and switch. Let's get back in.
Penny wants to play forward with the op again. Cascade. He actually pushes it. Aspas up to jail, which is normally where he heads early in these rounds. Penny wants to linger, at least for the duration of that tailwind. Penny now is going to be here for the long haul as it stands, and Artazine walks into his line. That's a spike drop too.
That information is crucial. MIBR, they like going for this double lurk with both their Viper and the KJ. Working mid. Oh, Panatek too aware.
Oh man. Cortezia was hoping at least to be able to help from window should it be required, but didn't expect Kiko to be in kitchen.
Dr. Pepper's like vanilla Coke.
Big mid presence this round for
And I don't like it. I hate vanilla Coke. Zach loves vanilla Coke.
But a stunning start for the EMEA squad.
They really are aware as to how MIBR love to play this area of the map. There's multiple lurks. Kiko is on one right now. The aim is just stunning in this first half.
TL have that characteristic B-side group early. Quick ping on Artazine via the Aldrone.
Aspas still has that dash available, wants to take a duel back yellow, be able to escape and then double up, maybe play a little cross with Artazine right now.
But if Artazine gets overwhelmed, Aspas doesn't have a safe retreat angle. He'll have to stay. The liner gets pushed into the cloud burst. Aspas, okay, realizes Penny's there. One shot is good, but Penny emerges with a headshot immediately with a ghost. Cortezia has to get in here. Panatek has slapped him back down to a paltry 8 points of health, and Kiko gets
no way.
These players are so weak right now for TL. Having to wade through a lot of that Viper utility. They were in some serious danger. Recon available for Verno, going to go back yellow. Can it be played off of effectively?
Shannon is walking up on this. He'll have two angles to watch, but Camo's made some noise, and it's an easy finish now to wrap around. He's going to try and do it all. Here's Verno, young gun.
No way. Gecko wins that.
This map is defense, get the economy rolling, get the op in the hands of Aspas. That is always a win call.
So far, this has not played out. Artazine just flies a little bit too close to the sun there, and that's sends him out of the round early. The only player over at
Effie's is being so funny right now because he loves Penny.
Quickly get their ducks in a row. But his underport attempt and thwarting TL.
Walls going up, Cove getting thrown down.
You're here? You're watching me eat?
Safety and a very easy plant. Only one.
Did you hear?
Right
I'm
now.
coming to Toronto. I'm gonna come annoy you.
Be a fair.
Ask for much. He's already got the turret watching it.
They've very much given up the B site, and they just have passive info gain with that alarm bot under tube, turret on boiler. Very prepared for this A hit, ready to absorb that. Multiple players back site, hoping to get that kill. Maybe go for the full retake if that's an opportunity they might have.
The high tide, Aspas gets ahead of it straight away. Cloudburst here for Penny to play, but Aspas is going to go over the top. Camo's down. Oh,
No f***ing way.
Vamos Aspasin! Massive three-piece.
That was insane.
Have to pick up the pieces. And Aspas is still looking for
Your
more.
boy just got put the f down,
He
like.
has come alive.
One enemy
And
remaining.
Verno will supplement his effort earlier on. 4 for Aspas.
He's back.
MIBR, come alive, not a moment too soon. Like a little pick-me-up for this beleaguered America squad. Trying to assert themselves on their map pick of Icebox. Penny gets up on top of Tube early. Spotted the bow by that turret.
Okay, but Penny is diffing Aspas, technically. So,
Really
you're still fine, like, still fine.
Engagement.
Cortezia might give them one, but is he aware of Nats shoved up here? Can't find the correction in time. Nats is going to ask for more. Verno eats the vulnerable and hopes to have an opportunity, but it does not present itself. Nats
Penny
is
loves
out.
going top tube. I mean,
All the
it's...
while with that mid-action.
I know a lot of Jet players that like going
Does
top
catch
tube.
out
Oh
Penny on
no.
the retreat.
He got caught on the rotate.
This is getting awkward. Nats is everywhere taking duels.
Chenom, though, we rarely expect that second player up
3-3,
too. MIBR
Aspas is
also
alert.
emphasizing their defensive
They're
efforts in
aware
the-
though.
Look at Aspas. He's on the long flank right now, but
There's a trade
Panatek aware.
Maybe spotted up by the trademark. Some sound.
He knows.
Patatech, patient.
Aspas dead.
Waiting on this. Aspas.
Yep.
Can't run back against the nasty spray transfer. Shannon through the wall. Timing hurts him though. Camo deals with it.
Great. I love when my Twitch just dies or my game dies. Hell yeah.
Over towards Crows, there's Ferno.
I don't know how they won the round, but I'm so happy.
Developing those
Happened all day
round
yesterday
after
too.
round.
Full investment from MIBR right now. Team Liquid win here. They get an opportunity to get to match point with the subsequent being an eco for the Brazilian team.
Aspas. Position forward, cross here a little low though to capitalize. He has to get out as the spray comes in.
Force up.
He is unhurt though. Camo can clear this mid util and step back a bit. Again, two players trying to work tube.
Camo is hoping someone goes for a reclear. He is
This one is bro.
them.
Never mind.
Oh, pinged out.
Spray this one. Cop as he
No,
steps
we
up.
cannot lose that
Verno
fight.
is able to complete the trade.
Pretty easy, yeah.
At the moment, Shannon, you're starting to think about drifting back towards the epicenter of the action, which is Nats here with the Outlaw up tube.
It is remarkable that. Oh my
What a wide
Aspas
swing.
just facing into the open, gun down.
Kiko handles him comfortably, but there was another gun trained on Aspas anyway.
My goat just
High
wide
tide
swings
going
into
up.
3 people.
Counter high tide from.
What is Nats
Yeah,
doing?
that was a play.
Verno was trying to entrench
With a
himself
Phantom
into the
too?
site.
30
Blood
seconds
is
left.
on the spiral.
How?
Oh no! Nats
How is
he's
he
in
here?
the walls. And now he's sat right up behind Artazine. This is absolutely going to put the pressure on. Nats breathing down the neck of our sophomore IGL.
Look at this. There is a long flank from Shannon coming around. He's just trying to ensure that he's not going to make too much noise, but the time is dwindling. Artazine just really wants someone to overextend and push towards him. It's not going to come. He's going to have to be the one to get proactive. One of these MIBR players needs to make noise for the other.
He's going for it. Spotted Kiko, though, can't handle him now. Eyes over towards Raft, and Nats challenges him. Gets destroyed.
Then there's a world.
But elsewhere,
Multiple Hunter's Fury kills, though, in that first half. Using them even early in rounds. Can he get another advantage for MIBR to try and convert off the back of that ultimate?
Verno, who was nonchalant like a second skin, is going to have to keep that composure.
I don't know what the f that was.
Goes down early without support.
Aspas not
and a
performing
wide
lately? I have
swing
no
into the
clue.
attackers.
It's weird.
Just out in the open, caught after the smoke drops. Pretty disastrous. Look at this force from MIBR. There's just 2 sheriffs. Artazine taking matters into his own hands. And now has a reckoning to play with. Rather, you know, he did already have it, but he will be able to fire that off when the execute comes in.
As far as stall utility goes, MIBR are well positioned, already having bought some time with that awkward situation for TL. They've recovered the spike and all dropped down. They might look to take multi-faces as they contact now into the A site. First challenge, we are Genom taken down Artazine. Genom's able to find the spacing off of it at least, but Camo's gotten in there. Team Liquid now starting to scrap for the site, and it's only Genom sitting under rafters.
It's over, look. It's over.
Not enough for MIBR. This
Penny
awkward
or diffed him.
Dive-Light armors, they get blown apart.
Spike
They're
planted.
playing so heavily to anchor with a Hunter's Fury and a Reckoning. They can pounce, or could have pounced on Team Liquid when they tried to go for the plant with those ults. But anchoring with the weaker weapons is their undoing, unless Cortezia can come up with a monster clutch. Team Liquid are on the
This is
precipice of
MIBR's
match
pick too?
point,
Oh god.
and for the first time in VCT will deal a loss to MIBR and Icebox.
Zia handled all too easily by Penny. His Team Liquid
With the
have
section
looked
from Liquid? Yeah, it's
sublime
kind of
on this
brutal
map.
to watch.
It's been a lurking masterclass.
But it's like every
Coming
game
out
today,
with
it's like
amazing mid-rounding
this,
and
like it's
Kiko and
brutal to
Penny
watch.
delivering where it counts.
Wolves just threw a bit. It should have been
Federation
very
Aspas
clean.
wants to play forward
He's
once more.
missing
Brainstorm
the float,
ahead.
Loic.
He has someone to play off him at least. Or does he?
Come, hey, talk again.
That is not what you want to see.
In some serious danger on the run right now with
He missed the
Aspas, who
float
has
to
been
belt.
eager to take duels on this A-side. Hunter's Fury coming through Penny midair.
Artazine handled comfortably. Just one blade was enough to do it, but he had more where that came from.
Aspas
Another
down.
great Hunter's Fury from Verno, but it's not going to be enough. Now to side under full control of TL and a fight.
Your stomach
It's gonna be
hurts,
that
your
much
knees
harder for
become
MIBR
weak.
to get back in. It's now or never, boys.
High tide up right now. They're being delayed. Molly on to Camo. He's on the run. Doesn't want to get shot down. Wall vulnerable up. MIBR. They're in backside. This is Team Liquid with more players. Passive just in the pit, allowing MIBR to come to them. Pressure now on the spike.
Gives it a tap. Draws the util out of TL, but there is still more. Patatech has 2 shockies to play with. Shenum ducks in, sees very little, backs out. Recon bolt comes through. Penny has his head ripped off. Cortezia finds those shots. And on the spike is Verno. He's got no doubt.
Nats in a 1v3. And he wins it because it's Nats! Let's go.
A Red Bull clutch as he sprays through. And what a gut punch to MIBR, their best map this year. TL, no respect, send them absolutely packing to start the series.
Fox on attack lurking. MIBR did not know how to deal with him whatsoever.
Sorry, I'm looking at stuff.
MIBR have won 0 pistol rounds.
Nothing
here
will
in
save
Toronto.
MIBR's negative
And for a
aura.
team
They feel like they
that
used up
wants
so
to
much
get
aura.
going
What
early,
happened?
That is devastating.
They have gone back to the most vintage agents on this map. Gecko was just a staple for early sunset fight in elbow.
It's too early for them. The timing's off. They tried to throw a paranoia and play off of it, but Team
I mean,
Liquid
yeah.
was second early for them.
I like their comps. I don't like any of the comps.
Overwhelmed.
Man, losing another pistol. Oh, it's so brutal. They just don't enter these games with any level of momentum, but you have Verno alive. He has been the player for MIBR, the unlikely hero. A lot of damage onto Serial. But with just 3, how can they get back in? You have Cortezia on that late flank, but there's so much delay from this dark cover now going up. And MIBR, they have nothing to really get through it. Maybe a recon.
You're kidding me. Oh man, inside the poison orbit drops and Nats is able to find.
Yeah.
Just drawn out of Aspas. But they saw so little that they are already out of that site.
He does have a Sheriff, the Brazilian star. That is the only light upgrade into this round. Verno, fortunately caught on the exit. Of course, only had a classic in hand anyhow. So the site is all too through the past. The old throw the dizzy up to get some info in main. But yes, this is the breach nerf going away to the Sova is very relevant. Look at this hit from Camo all the way through, like off the fast lane. Relay bolt to press forward, but Aspas shuts him down.
Addisine though is dealt with. Aspas can't really help trade that kill. Patatek is in position, playing around this one way. Trapwire is also there, so MIBR don't have anywhere to go now. They're going to be pinched in this part of the map. They've got to fall back to halls, ideally.
If they get bonused again, bro, like... And they're getting bonused again.
4-0 for Kiko. Again, dominant showing on Icebox. He has stepped up massively. And that Serial doesn't have to do a damn thing. Shenum is stuck here.
Team Liquid, they know it's definitely possible that a player is here. Shenum with the first.
Now it's a matter of numbers. Overwhelm that position ideally, but Shenum's able to TP away and still might look to take the fight. Cats Nation, do they have the answer?
Damn.
You'd better believe it. Verno and Cortezia
Keiko is insane.
Crack at this.
That's the guy I was rooting for too.
Cortezia gets in though through the cyber cage in the back of sight, gives it a tap. Verno decayed down but healing up. Kiko steps out, wide swing from Human now. Nats has to clutch this away.
Okay.
Maybe putting it lightly there, but happy to convert against that bonus round strat that Team Liquid brought out.
Costly though, look at the weapons at MIBR. Stinger, Bulldog mixed in with the Guardian. Shenum can't get value out
It's
of
like
his weapon.
ambitious as to center.
Get away, and Camo took a pretty big hit in that exchange. The Dizzy going to create the space here to get Aspas out properly.
Now being spotted out, Team Liquid still more than enough time to make a pivot. That dark cover to obscure anyone top mid who may have intentions of firing through, and now a noise cut as they go into market. Eventually they'll have to break this strip, give up the game. Low HP Camo, maybe he can make some space and can trade it off.
There it is, Cortezia, Seal and Panatek both go down. Nice little setup here. Addisine, Bulldog a little bit wayward. He's Verno in a clutch position.
Okay, I was gonna say, how the f did he whiff that?
Why? Hero rifle for Kiko, who's been arguably the sharpest shooter in this server. Perhaps inarguably, he was outrageous.
I mean, with Aspas minus 23 over 3 maps, it's hard to see that Kiko has much competition there. A warning shot for Addisine, and he'll have to get off the line as the relay bolts come in. This will allow TL to slowly scale up into halls, but Aspas has been brought over to A to bolster it.
Pivoting here, fast lane now, so Team Liquid can get out onto the site.
Camo wants to fight through this with a stinger.
Good. He could have seen the barrel, but it looked like he was so locked in on the dark cover.
Oh, that's awkward. Camo gets away with it. How? 3 players for MIBR here on Link, and they're going to go for it.
If they get eco'd, I'm leaving.
Hunter's Fury comes straight through. Patatek trying to light them up as they get on in here. Serial going to be outdone by Cortezia and the Guardian. Addisine finally finds connection with that Outlaw. Natsus goes though too sharp. Kiko now gets that rifle in play. Then he gets value. Found 2, leaving Patatek on his own.
Imagine it line up. Oh my god.
trapped.
Great shock dart. That's going
I don't know
to
if we can
allow
bring it
Camel
back.
to
Yeah, but they need a good
maybe
defense
push
here.
up as that dart
I
is
don't like their
getting
comp that
cycled
much,
to
okay?
Liquid. They do love to go for these deep wrap site executes using the neon to get through one of the other sides.
There's a timing. There's a timing from Verno here through spawn. Spotted by Camo, who'll now get ahead of it into Boba.
Oh, I love this from MIBR trying to get control of B main. This has to be a trade from Aspas, and he connects with the rocket.
Now we can double back. There's action over B. Camo is in that site. Nats also
Nats.
causing problems towards the top of mid, but Verno again! He's the kryptonite of the champion of old. Drop down to 4 by that spray. Harness Fury, though, has been developed.
Do they know about Aspas? Do we know?
And it's going to be read by Verno as the spike gets tapped. Team Liquid wanted to bait this out. You still have Aspas in B main. Oh, that connection was close. Aspas is a little bit weak, and he is biding his time. Team Liquid, they would love to be able to push for some space together rather than feeling encircled in sight. Was that just spray? Pure spam through. Verno only had 3-4 HP.
That's kind of devastating. Verno could still have been such a threat from that Boba position. Camo's
I don't
still
know if they're
watching
even
for it,
aware.
in main and market respectively. Shannon wants to head up towards Boba, but Camo is stuck on that line. It's going to be a tough fight for him to win. Aspas gives himself away now. Great paranoia for Shannon to get him, and Aspas is dealt with. He would have had
But he
to
doesn't
fight
clear
three.
the angle.
Primarily Verno clutches. Look at their economy. They were on a multi-round win streak, and they have nothing to show for it.
Cortesia, though, is able to
Did you food come? Yeah, I had it. I already
get
did.
the pressure towards that camp position.
I should look at my flight tickets.
Obviously, one will be set up behind Liquid. One look and all will be revealed. Cortesia just snarled up, though, in an engagement in front of main. And it's going to be the Outlaw that claims him. Into the site we go here. MIBR happy to give it up. Or rather have no real choice without Cortesia.
This is Verno with just a classic.
Stinger for Shannon. It's looking ugly there in terms of the arsenal.
I like this from TL. Tap the spike. Let's
Should
try
be a
and
chill
get
round.
some util
Square, you
out,
can
see
put
if
that
they
I'm
swing into
going.
us. Play it safe. All right, and now we can get the spike down.
This is
Now we
what-
can position.
Let's go. I'm
is
going
the
the
last
19th. Like I'll be there the 19th, but I'm probably going for all the games after that. So like what, 20, 21st, 22nd?
Happy just to play out in the open by main. Doesn't see Verno cross. He's been revealed. Timing was there. Serial dealt with him comfortably. Stinger and Sheriff now to go for it for MIBR. They grouped up, and that's just going to go looking. Punished for that. Outlaw unrecoverable though, and so is the round as far as MIBR concerned. Shannon found us.
They lose here. This is a round where Nat still has that Viper's Pit.
Camo wastes no time in pushing towards his A side. An overdrive at the ready. Rifle though in hand. Clear of that util, more than happy to be the blunt object to try and crack A open, but he's just the solo player. He can sell ice to an Inuit.
This was a good fake.
I realize the action really is over on B, but it's a Viper's Pit post plant already set up. Short-handed as TLR. They've got strong defensive positions.
That was a great trade from Verno. That flash was early. I'm not sure if Arthur was able to get out.
Never mind.
Spam through. Normally with a pit
Everybody
down,
gets
access to sight moment.
full
but
spammed.
Verno comes up.
He's not done either. Serial here trying to play from lobby. Serial killer they call him, but Cortesia.
Forced to be shot with this cloud. That's going to give a good opportunity for Team Liquid to cross and then double face as the smoke drops in case someone from MIBR was playing close.
Shannon second guesses himself there and opts not to overextend. Kiko likely was watching that line and still is. But into halls is the rest of TL. 3 players getting a lot of map control, and no one's watching from alley here, Wyatt.
This wall from Nats is so cool. They basically just give up Link. They're going to let Serial play on that side late. Send everyone through elbow. We have most of the angles cut off. Matter of fact, let's just contact in.
Oh, wait a minute. Was Aspas trying to get up on the box there?
Probably for the best he didn't because it was getting spammed through.
Maybe he just thought better of it not to.
That's a retake, bro.
Really hitting hard. Confusing here for Artazine. Camo now will look to step out. Some good old-fashioned fights here, and it's, of course, blood for halls. So TL don't have to overextend. There's no undue risks that need to be taken here. Nats, though, getting chunked low with this wallbang spam. Inferno again is the one that puts MIBR on the board in this round.
I mean, Verno is just owning, but it doesn't matter.
We'll end the round. You need to give him everything he asks for. Give him the Supermax. Cycling that smoke top mid again, TL have started to take control of that part of the map. Again, it's Like you said, 2 Guardians. Relay ball catching onto Aspas. Camo, though, respects the paint shells.
It's an Emperor.
He's going to duck back in the market.
Or Emperor. I don't know how to say it properly, but
the tripwire.
I usually get like
Back in the more passive position,
Airbuses and
so
Boeings.
they can assume that Team Liquid are just walking into market right now, slowly, silently.
That cam from Cortesi is designed to be able to look into B main as well. Rid of Kiko. Spraying through the dark cover here is MIBR trying to slow the game down, but Camo's gotten in and onto the side. This is now a problem. All of MIBR playing from Boba. They might try and flood in on off timing. It is Aspas leading the way. Shenon was able to get there with the classic serial under pressure, but takes his. Now a beat, a break in the action. Reloads, Aspas a little bit low. Shot down, takes serial down to 10, and Shenon.
Nats in the 1v2? I mean, he wins those.
No plant yet for TL.
Spirit Airline? No, no, it's Porter.
Hurt as he gets back into Boba and he shows a little bit of leg.
Spotted out, drone going to come in from Verno. Nats forced to dodge that for now. The Sova has not been able to recover a decent weapon. He's just got the classic Verno versus Nats again.
Verno shoulder piece here, Nats is ice cold. He's ice cold. He's just got enough time to find the plant. Gets it in. Will be spotted out by Verno. It's time to fight. Verno is 35, very low, but he has to drop on Nats.
I told you he wins those.
Ring around the rosy, but Nats now is convinced that this is the line.
Yep, told you. Never say never. I mean, the whole thing is, my opinion is, either I am happy and I survive, or I become part of history, and I'm right.
Time out, MIBR mixing things up for the first time, going for an aggro push.
He saw him, didn't he?
Serial might have spotted someone barely on the cross. It's hard to tell, but our
doesn't matter.
What does that just spray through the smoke?
I mean, they challenged the one-way. Team Liquid. I guess, yeah, there's a smoke at Link, so we just played through that.
Yeah, did the
nutty timing.
Did the dark cover not go down in time, Serial? Right.
Cortesi is whiffing, bro.
Around, but Shenham fast on the trade.
I mean, you never expect this, right? MIBR flipped the map. Many of them playing over towards that tiles position still. Adesino has fallen all the way back to spawn. He knows the game plan is to give up this part of the map and go for a later crunch. That attack on the walk. Does he realize there are 3 players coming? Paranoia is going to force him off the line anyway. Pain Shell, he wants to challenge ahead of it, but then doesn't see a target, so back to box he goes. Nico hit by the Dizzy, flattened Adesino. Beautiful, man. Finds a perfect time and he comes back into the
I mean, that was well played. Nice round.
And they've come in drips and drabs. That round 3, 4, 5 string for MIBR, crucial. Getting some even footing now on this defense side.
We've seen this before. Wait out the Dizzy, throw down the Cloud, and then a couple players pop out at the same time for the double face. This time it's Camo with a Bucky, though. They want to get into elbow. Shenham eyes on it.
Safer line. He's not one and done. Tark, but Camo doesn't care. Slides on in, detained, though. Will there be a double swing? Yes, Adesino overwhelmed. So the player advantage stands with TL.
Verno wants to get into the side. It looks like he wants to manifest an opportunity to at least find 1 kill, bring this into a 3v3 for the retake.
From the shadows there from Keiko. Back with the rest of the team now. Smoke to the top box of Ali, but Cortesi will play just on the vestiges of it. See Keiko coming! They've overestimated themselves, Team Liquid.
Spike down A.
A bit of a misassumption made about the position of the Cypher, and it's punished eventually. They bring Cortesi down. Verno's comfortable in his element, you'd think. Serial's able to pluck him out.
Oh, he just assumed another player wouldn't be coming from elbow.
This is now Aspas' chance to show us where the heck he's been all week. 1 versus 1, and he's
Serial wins that? No way.
The 7-round.
Guys, you know what I noted? Like, I'm gonna do today when I play ranked. Wait, let me talk off the pistol. Okay, looks like B hit with a late lurk.
We don't get it at all.
B hit into the Viper Cypher though? I don't know about that. Yeah, that was not good. Can you move your mouse? Yes, Trav. Yes, Trav.
Actually, that is so tough. Artson now trying to scale into sight. Recon going in the back, dissing through the wall. Can anyone actually capitalize off of it?
Going for it, doubles back though. Doesn't like what he sees, and that's because there's 4 players from TL looking straight at them. A veritable firing squad set up by the EMEA team and Serial.
We have no burgers in this.
Verno gets his and more. That's the question. It's Shenham down at 2.
Like, and none of them jump across to catch the crossers. They just all try to go for shooting them all. Like, somebody has to sacrifice themselves. There's no way we're doing that. No games in 18-19? Okay, that makes sense. The issue is if Sen is playing to 20, then I might wife sleep schedule for my flight because I land so late.
Quietly just communicating that there's nobody here in elbow whatsoever.
Team Liquid happy to have 3 players ready on this A site. On account of the Cypher setup towards B, some passive
They
info
force
gain,
here? I mean,
towards
okay, I
B
guess.
main. Cam watching towards tiles. Jiggle peek from Nats in mid. Team Liquid don't really have to budge over on this
He's
side.
5 and 10 by goat.
Doom control.
Wait, can I say that?
Side. Expecting here that some anchoring could be required. He is yapping.
There are pings going down on the map right now from MIBR. Dizzy ready to be thrown over.
Bro, I don't know if
top.
I can say that. Well,
Should connect onto pad attack unless it gets broken, but when they come out of elbow, Kiko is on the perfect angle to get an
Gulp.
opener.
Crossfire broken up though. This is scary for Panatek. He's hit with the paranoia, but oh, Aspas taken down. Kiko's on the box, and that wasn't smoked for. 1-for-1. Shannon Sheriff claims him, but Camo now is dug in and ready to deliver. Caught Tizia. First casualty in the last round now has to go big to clutch it. Just a stinger. Almost enough.
there's no
but
win.
not quite. Camo exits with 3. And now it's
To leave, they had full passive info defensively across the entire rest of the map. Got a lot of shares for MIBR. Can they do anything here?
perfect shock dart.
Sure.
okay. Just a tickle. Turns into a 41 health Shannon and easily dominated by Panatek. Aspas down again. Verno is low after these early exchanges. And the Viper wall gets toggled yet again. MIBR. See what the Brains Trust have to put together. IGL Artazine still on the scene. Your options are becoming more and more and more limited. Okay.
TL just happy right now to play in the death ball formation.
This is very
See
sad
what
to watch,
they
yeah.
need to go for the retake, face together mid. They're making this easy. They're going to make it look effortless unless Cortezia lives up to the headshot machine name.
Relay bolts for Camo. Into that space. Don't need to do too much here for TL. Just keep MIBR on their toes. No hurry. Oh, jeez, okay.
30 seconds left.
Somebody alert Peter. That was brutal.
Nats is just patient on this angle. Arts in Delta.
Yeah, it's cooked.
Cortezia.
Where's the Castasis for these guys? It's all doldrums all the time.
Yeah, but
on
it's
the
like-
attack side.
You have to do pickups before the event, right? And like, by then you knew that Nuts wasn't playing.
Please, MIBR.
Oh no, you didn't. Okay, it's like running.
Drone to clear this out from Verno or Recon. Dizzy. Oh, that ult is great.
Okay. Good fast lane to get off the line. Needs to still find a good application for that Bucky, but comes out of that engagement unscathed.
Artson getting pretty close.
You
to
should
the
go bot?
first team.
Okay,
Look, they have
okay.
3 players here again.
Walking this again.
But then you're going to Toronto?
Oh shit, I'm punished to go for the orb. Nat's ready to cover. That is just centimeter perfect.
Well, I'm going now.
These trades are just coming too slow from MIBR. The swings are getting watched for. I mean, I'm sorry. How has that timing occurred?
I don't hate you.
Cortezia can be the hero. MIBR, they want to pivot over towards him, but Verno's facing in mid.
Okay.
Beautiful tap.
A multi-face coming out of Verno, though. Look at that cool calm.
Dude, I thought he was gonna get the third one
Still evens
too.
up the game with Cortezia. A wedge driven in between TL and that B side they hope to defend.
Verno maintaining hero status
30 seconds
for
left.
MIBR. It has been him keeping.
Do you
want
wanna
to
go shopping,
It
Brennan?
is unreal.
I need to get
It has
clothes.
been all about him. His clutches, his taps, open facing multiple players. This has to be converted by the duo of Aspas and Cortezia.
Surely you can expect Aspas to step up and land this plane. Into market.
Last player
Swings it and there it is. Nuts is handled. Chico's are good for this. He's more than up for it. 12 and 8 over the course of the game. But Cortezia and Aspas are doubled up for it. Little swing, little peek. There it is.
They actually won it. Nice. I leave the
MIBR
19th.
having to pay dearly for each one of these rounds.
Kiko was able to avoid that recon, so he's still set up with Camel Paranoia into the relay. Ball up, just Fury as well.
More, they want more.
Beautiful trap play to find an early advantage. Look at Nats even walking down mid into tiles.
And the spike is loose on the wrong side of the one-way. Aspas has to find a way to recover it.
Yeah,
Nats
it's
on that
cooked.
walk.
And he's just thinking, why is he even
When you
here?
think, okay,
Panatek's
MIBR,
timing, Shadow
they're
with
back.
the jiggle
They're never
peek.
back. They're not
Cortezia
back.
wondering how
Develop many of those Gecko ultimates this game. They're going to use it to try and clear into market first and foremost. Paranoia comes out though by TL to slow up MIBR from filtering in behind it, but they're still going to assume this space. 2 players in Boba, 1 anchoring the site for TL.
Teal trying to get actually back into the site right now very quickly, playing around Nat's Viper wall. Man should be able to get the spike down.
Serial heard the pitter-patter a little feet, but had to respect the mosh pit at his own.
Thrash isn't done with you.
Another Thrash usage here, a reprise performance. Trapwire caught. Looks like he gets to the back of the site. Nats is taken out. Kamoki with an outlaw. Can't quite connect enough of that damage.
I mean, holy.
And all the ultimates.
I know everyone died, but everyone died.
MIBR.
I love when first of all, observers didn't capture any of the kills. Second
This
of all,
was their Hail Mary round.
buffer.
And it looks like they're set to convert.
Alright, first kill we
Aspas
called
with
is
the
alright.
fadeaway shot on Panatek, and Camo's outlaw has a fair bit of application here, but it's a stacked deck against the EMEA squad. Camo dealt with. MIBR one.
He will send it into the defender spawn.
Oh.
Actually punished for that by Gen G.
Too much
That-
time,
yeah, a
Rage,
little
so
bit
sorry.
unlucky. Don't think that
Someone
Dizzy will
call the
be
fire department.
recovered. Does someone have a ladder?
Yeah, a lot of bundles are released, but a lot of
Zia.
glitches also there.
Bay on account of this one way that TL are just so happy to fight off the back of it. They are showing no fear.
And they
He's
can
a
refresh that. as
completely,
they're about to. Kiko sets up
yeah,
yet
reinstall
another
it.
rotation of dark cover on that one-way spot. MIBR, though, might look to just fight it. Camo's playing up close. Smacks of a one and done, but he's got the speed to get out of the smoke at the very least.
The thing is, the existence of that Pocky Plat is pushing the rest of the team into Liquid, who are stacked up, market and mid.
Nat's got one kill in market now, falls back to the B side. TL, how do they get Camo involved with this bucket?
They overstayed in mid.
That's mid-rounding now. Kiko, what a timing. Aspas again perched up on the kiosk when the 10 spot is taken down, and Nats has an opportunity here to really ruin the day.
30 seconds left.
Damn.
Just Verno again. How much can you ask this guy
I
to do?
mean, damn.
Not seen from MIBR when it's counted.
And they said this
Faster
are running
play
it
all day
down.
apparently. Kamen wants to go back to that position. Our drone though is going to force him to respect it somewhat more, so maybe a loosened grip on A for TL. Fast lane, Panatek that wants to hang around. He knows the death blow is there. The Damocles sword hangs above MIBR as they await their
Yeah,
fate.
GG.
Contizia has to get them out of here.
Wait.
Neural theft to see Kiko and Serial lining up for a double face.
Never mind. GG.
Until the hope of Brazil is
That was rough.
twitched.
Okay, I'm gonna
Missing